Hello, this is Hound 4004, and welcome to the ZAP SMP, episode number 9. Today I want to do a few more random things, including some more stuff with 1.17. So, let's get started. How did a cat get on that roof? That's my only question right now, though. How did this cat get up there? There's no way up there. How did the cat get on the roof? And should I let it down? I'm gonna leave it up there. That's kind of funny. But what I really wanted to start with was this here wool farm, or sheep farm. I have completed it. I've gotten every color except for brown. I still need a brown sheep to finish the collection. So that means I need to find a jungle here at some point in time. But before I go to a jungle, I walk down here to where I left the glowberries, and we walk down here. This is an entire glowberry farm. So I flick this just to update it, and then I'll turn it back on. Laggily, there is a flying machine up there that breaks off the berries, and they flow down the water stream, and they go into this hopper here. And I have a few stacks of glowberries, and you can see them pouring in there. So this will be running quite a bit here, and hopefully we can get a whole lot of glowberries and maybe even sell them in the marketplace. We walk down here. On the other side, you can see right there is some observers. So usually how this would be updated is once the glowberries grow, the observers will notice that there's a new block there that wasn't before. It'll trigger this redstone signal and give an update to this observer, which will send a redstone signal starting the flying machine. And then over here, we kind of have the same thing, except the observer can only detect when the flying machine itself comes. And then it'll update the flying machine itself, and it will fly back. Down here, not much has changed about the drowned farm, but we now have 46, at least 46. I mean, I'm keeping these in here. These will never be used, but we have 46 copper ingots, and that will now make only 5 copper blocks. It's gonna take a long time to ever be able to sell any copper ingots or blocks. So that'll be a project to continue to AFK at, but I'm gonna need a whole lot more. Now, over here, this is, of course, my little makeshift base. We're on episode 9 now, and it's been a few months into this season here, and I have been living in this dirt structure with big-nosed roommates. They kind of get a bit annoying sometimes, I gotta admit. This has been a new project I've been working on. I'm going to make this the official villager house, and I will expand it. I will actually make it a nice little structure. I've been starting to gather some wood here a bit, and this I want to make the villager house. Well, basically I'm kicking myself out, and up here, this was a walk-through cave before. I've hollowed it out a bit more, slapped some glowberries in it, and now I've put a floor in. I want this to be my base. Down here it lines up perfectly with the windmill I put up there, which will be a nice way up and down between this floor and up on top of the hill. And right inside this little corridor, I have one chest. Well, that's great, but this will soon be an entire storage room. However, due to lack of time, there will not be that much that I do in this place this episode. Because, like how I started out, I mentioned I wanted to do some more 1.17 stuff. Yes, that's because last episode, I flat out lied. I said we'd get an Axolotl 2, possibly. We never did. It's Axolotl time, and then I want to make an Axolotl home. I got a bucket here. I hope there should be some naturally spawning in some underwater cave, so if I just swim around the ocean for a little while, I should hopefully find some axolotls. We're getting near an underwater ravine. Hopefully this means that there might be some axolotls here, but I need some more air.
Few inches later.
Well, it's not an axolotl, but I'll take a diamond anytime. Well, it looks like I found a glow squid, but that's still not quite an axolotl. Very interesting. That is not an axolotl. Those are elder guardians over there loading in. Looks like we might have ourselves an ocean monument right over here. Well, would you look at that? Right over there is a pink axolotl, I believe, fighting some drowned down there. I could see it while they were loading in. Let's swim over here and hopefully save an axolotl. Where'd it go? I would have sworn I just saw an axolotl. Oh no, I hope the drown didn't just kill it. I am not seeing any axolotl over here, which I thought I did. I think the drowned must have killed the one axolotl that I was actually able to find. Well, I'm going to try the next best place besides the ocean. Down here is a crack, underwater ravine, and it's below ocean level. It's where the axolotls should be if there were to be any axolotls. Also, you may recall, this is where we failed to find the first mine shaft last episode, so this is already a place of luck. Okay, I'm getting shot by skeletons and now I'm on fire for who knows what. So, I think I'm gonna call this a horrible ravine to ever go into again.
6.5 hours later.
Well, I've been slowly boating around for a long time here, and I've made it back to that village I was, I believe, in episode 2. I've made it around the island, just to end up here. No axolotl yet either. Well, looks like we got a wandering scammer here, but that is not what I'm looking for today. I want an axolotl. Looks like it's time for me to continue my long boat journey for nothing. No, there goes my boat. My boat right into the ravine. Aww. I kid you not, when I've been spending a couple hours now here trying to find a stupid salamander in Minecraft. And now there goes my boat. I'm right next to the guardians again. And I have not found an axolotl in over 2 hours. And now I've came out here, lost everything, and there one is swimming in the ravine. There's a couple. Oh my gosh. If I ever see an axolotl in the natural after this again, I am going to kill it. Come on, axolotl. I need you, axolotl. Stay still. Come back. Hey, there's some glow squid ink they left for me, but I can't get them. It is very hard to capture one of these little things. There's 3 of them and they're moving so fast right now. I need to catch you. Come on. Any of you. I need to catch one of you in a bucket. Come back. I'm going to drown again. Okay, I need to go down here. I need to place this crafting table. And I need to craft this door. 6 doors. Perfect. There, at least now I can get some breath underwater while I try to gather this axolotl. It does appear that I've lost them again, though. Where did they go? They were right here a minute ago. There one is. Come back. I'm gonna drown again. I kid you not when I say it's axolotl or bust. Come here, axolotl. I caught one. Finally, I caught one in a bucket. There we go. The cutest predator. That was a life accomplishment right there. That was about 2 hours of my life trying to get that axolotl. Now let me just tell you something. For 1.18, you guys will definitely appreciate the smaller water pools in the lush caves to capture the axolotls. Trying to capture them in the ocean like this is an absolute pain. I am going to put this axolotl so he can never escape this land and go back into the ocean. He is persistent now, and he's gonna stay that way for a long time. Right here, by the windmill, I'm going to dig down 2 blocks. He can't escape for now, and I will make his place prettier in the future, But right now, he ain't gonna leave anytime soon. Now, you may be wondering about that bamboo down there that's been in the background. Well, you can see here I went to a shipwreck in the past and got some moss and this bamboo and some other junk. So here is that moss itself, and I have about half a stack of bone meal here, or just regular bones, so that will produce me a lot of bone meal here. So because the cave that I was planning to put this in is a bit filled up, I'm gonna shove it in there anyway. So I'm going to head down here and kind of do this awkward stride through the glowberry farm, and I'm gonna go down here and I'm going to spread the moss down here. There's no reason for this, it just feels like a good place to do it. Yes, look at that moss. We got some azalea trees. Well, before I get too any further into my drown farm, I better not bone meal this anymore, but this should supply me with some moss and some azaleas for a long time. And I will honestly probably switch to azalea trees instead of oak trees, because the azalea trees won't grow the great big trees that are hard to get, and they're pretty flowering trees. So that will definitely be nice to have around. But this was a pretty mossy episode, I might say. No better place than to end it off here in this cave, though. I was expecting for us to maybe work on the base a bit, but that did not happen, and due to lack of time as well. And speaking of lack of time, even though this probably doesn't matter to anyone, there will not be a ZAP SMP video again for a long time, as I am going on vacation and will not have the time to do so. So I hope you enjoyed more ZAP SMP content coming in a while here, but hopefully you'll enjoy it, and I hope you enjoyed this one. And for now, this is Hound 4004 saying goodbye.